Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Some few minutes ago, we have reported that IPOB leader taken out time to lambast the chairman of the Northern Elders Forum for the statement he made against the Ndibo, telling him that Ndibos are actually very hospitable people, that who are the people that are behind all the insurgency, kidnapping, and banditry that is ongoing in the country, that Ndibos should be totally exempted from the statement he made. And but right now, there are other groups of persons, incidentally from the north. They are also elders of the north who have joined voice with IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu alongside Nia Nwodu to fire at the elder statement, talking about Ango Abdullahi, that what he said is totally wrong and is capable of triggering anything in the country. And I was expecting that any responsible person will condemn his actions, and it has been done. Now let's just look at the news and what Nigerians have to say. And according to the news, some Northern elders have rebuked Ango Abdullahi, chairman of Northern Elders Forum, for accusing people of the southeast of attacking the northerners in other parts of Nigeria. The elders, under the aegis of coalition of Northern Elders for Peace and Development, described Abdullahi's remark as false, insensitive, callous, and meant to instigate Nigerians against each other. Abdullahi had made the claim in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, while kickstarting a tour of northern communities in other parts of the country affected by the NSAS protests. The Northern Elders Forum chairman had said it was unfortunate that the Southeast, known for alleging marginalization, were behind attacks on Northerners in other parts of the country. However, a statement by the group's national coordinator, Engineer Zana Guni, and national women's leader, Haja Mario Bichi, urged Nigerians to ignore Abdullahi's comments, saying he spoke for himself and not on behalf of the North. The statement reads, "How can he say Igbo people kill Northerners? Nothing can be more misleading than this. We wish to condemn in strongest possible terms the statement credited to a well-read and respected elder statesman from our region, Professor Ango Abdullahi, to the effect that Igbo people kill many Northerners in the southeast during the NSAS protest, which was hijacked by some sponsored criminal elements. This statement is false, unfortunate, insensitive, callous, and meant to instigate Nigerians against each other. We wish to let Nigerians know that Professor Ango Abdullahi's statement was his personal opinion and did not represent the position of Northern elders as he has portrayed." Wow. Now, I guess what I was expecting this, because as I did tell you before now, it was quite shocking to everybody that a man who already have an idea of what is currently going on in the country will open his mouth and utter out such words. It was quite misleading, I tell you the truth. And I also did emphasize something very striking, and that anyone with a productive heart will not say what Ango Abdullahi had to say. Right now, I still believe that at one point he should be able to, man up to his statement and come up with an apology to the Ndibos all over Nigeria. Yes, he must publish it in a well-known national daily to let them understand that it was a slip of tongue. You understand? Because it was so misleading. Right now, we are faced with so much issue. Whether you like it or not, the Ndibos are very, very instrumental to the development of this country. It's something no one can talk less of. I tell you the truth. Go to all the parts of this country, they are dotted everywhere, and their impact cannot be underestimated. It is felt by all and sundry. You understand what I'm saying? So for someone to come in and try to create, some trouble between some persons whose mind are not also productive, because I tell you that anyone who will rise up as a result of that statement to fight against the Ndibo is someone who does not have a productive mind, one whose heart has not really been regenerated, I tell you. And I so much thank that particular organization for helping him. Yes, Ango, they have been able to help him by stepping up earlier than him to send this message of apology, a kind of apology to the Ndibos, that please, whatever you have heard from him was strictly a personal opinion. It does not represent the interest, does not represent the opinion of the elder statement in entirety. It has nothing to do with elders of the North. They cannot speak like that, because before you are given that name, an elder, you should be a man of wisdom. According to what we normally hear, said that gray hair comes with wisdom. You have been in Nigeria. You have experienced how just little words spoken by some elder statesmen has been able to trigger some high level, call it volcanic trouble in Nigeria. So any reasonable person looking at how tense the country is, and owing to the fact that this country is sitting on a cake of gunpowder, whether you want to call it economic gunpowder, political gunpowder, but the truth is it's sitting on a cake of gunpowder. Any little light on it, any word that comes in like a fuel can cause it to explode. You understand? So wisdom demand, even amidst periods of trouble like this, you've got to be wise in the way you talk. You don't just wake up and make utterances that can trigger something. Look at what happened in Obibo. It possibly would have been something that would have been handled with just a little wisdom. Possibly, Wike would have gone in there, summoned the two parties involved, and get those things settled without any form of trouble, But before we know, this one reported this one, this one reported this one, this one reported this one. Before Nigerians could say who goes there, military were there. Military are always meant to bring in peace, you understand? And they are always at readiness for any instruction of militarization. They will go in there and sort the issue out. Before we know, a lot of other things came up, and before it all started with two people, possibly a quarrel between a Hausa man and an Igbo man. And before you know, this kind of elders like Ango Abdullah, he may have gone there and say, "If Nami, I know for Greo." You understand? Somebody may have gone there to instigate all the things that happened in Obibo. Somebody was there, possibly talking gibberish in his mouth, calling himself possibly an elder. And before you know, it seems as if it was going to be a joke. And before you know, lives were lost. Now we are crying over it. Everybody is holding malice against this person. This one is holding malice against this one. That's just not what we need right now. The world, guess what? The world have gone past the level where the strength of the arm is overly important than the wisdom of the mind. The wisdom of the mind is far, far more important than the strength of the hand. That time was when those days of old, in 17th centuries, 12th century, where you have to go around conquering the whole place. Now it's gone past that level. Stability is needed, and then with the wisdom of the mind, you are able to direct things and cause things to happen. No need to bring up weapons. So what he said was totally archaic. I'm telling you the truth, and I love those guys. I tell you the truth, because anyone who is in support of peace, you must have something to do with that person. I love the Hausas. They love the Igbo. Igbos love Hausas. Hausa loves. Most of the time, you see both of them doing business together, enjoying themselves. You understand? Sometimes it gets to a point that a Hausa man have to learn an Igbo language, and an Igbo man have to learn Hausa language, and it makes it really, really interesting. And that's what we need to support. Oneness. Even if Biafra now is saying that they want to go and start their own nation, even if today, Biafra, they give them their own country, say go and start your own country. Someday, whether you like it or yes, they will come back to other parts of Nigeria and say, can we engage in a trade? And before you know, some Igbos who are in Biafra will still come back to live in the north, and some in this. It's a normal thing. You can't exist in isolation. So I am so thankful to the Haja Bichi and the other guy who have stepped up to counter whatever the Abdullahi had to say, which was totally against the Ndibo. And please, Ndibos, I feel that this statement by these coalition of northern elders, will go an extra mile to touch your hearts, and so that you guys shouldn't be angry. Just believe that it was a slip of tongue from Professor Ango Abdullahi, and I feel that he may not have meant it that way. You understand what I'm saying? So much big thanks to the elders under the aegis of Coalition of Northern Elders for Peace and Development. That's where we'd like to leave it. Go to our comment section. Please, no hate words. Just make sure that you comment there. And what do you think about the step taken by these guys? Listen to